Hello friends, welcome to Bindu Dadwal Chemistry Lessons. The topic that we take today is Group 16 elements, oxygen family. Their general electronic configuration is Ns2Np4. The Group 16 elements are also called chalcogens. Chalco word comes from ore and gen means generation or formation. The elements of this group are generally found in the ores in the form of oxides and sulfides. So they are called chalcogens. The various members of the group 16 are oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium and livermorium. Now the electronic configuration of the elements, the atomic number of oxygen is 8, for sulfur 16, for selenium 34, tellurium 52, polonium 84. Atomic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4 for oxygen. In terms of noble gas, it is configuration of helium and 2s2 and 2p4. For sulfur, it's neon and 3s2 and 3p4. Selenium is argon, 4s2, 3d10, 4p4. Tellurium is krypton, 5s2, 4d10 and 5p4. For polonium it is xenon, 6s2, 4f14, 5d10 and 6p4, and accordingly for livermorium. The occurrence is oxygen is the most abundant element. Its percentage composition is 46.6%. It also forms 21% of the atmosphere of Earth. It is a byproduct of photosynthesis, and it also forms 89% of oceans, as it is present in water. It is present in the form of ozone as well. It's present as ores in the Earth's crust. Sulfur is the 16th abundant element. It is also present in eggs, garlic, protein, hair and wool, and as sulfides in ores. Then selenide and telluride. Tellurides are in less amounts along with sulfide ores. Selenides and tellurides can be found. Selenium and tellurium are also constituents of anode mud, which is obtained during refining of copper. Then polonium is found in traces, about 0.001 parts per million is its abundance. Physical properties. Atomic radius of group 16 elements is smaller than group 15 elements due to more effective nuclear charge. Down the group, the size increases, so as the number of shells increase. So you can see the radius, it increases down the group. There is a large difference in atomic radius of oxygen and sulfur because the inner lying electrons S and P have a strong shielding effect. So the hold of nucleus on the valence shell electrons is less. But as we go down, the difference decreases because D and F cause poor shielding effect. Next is ionization enthalpy. The first ionization enthalpy value of group 16 is less than group 15 because you can see for comparison group 15 have the configuration 2p is half filled, and half filled configuration is stable, whereas in oxygen it's partially filled, electrons are more than half filled. So the group 15 elements, it's difficult to give electrons, so their first ionization enthalpy value is higher, whereas in oxygen by giving electron it acquires a stable configuration, so first ionization enthalpy value will be less. On the other hand, the second ionization enthalpy value for oxygen family is greater than that of second ionization enthalpy value for nitrogen. This is because second electron of oxygen will be taken from a stable configuration. So second ionization enthalpy shows the reverse trend. Down the group, the ionization enthalpy value decreases because size increases, and the shielding effect also increases. Electronegativity or non-metallic character. They are highly electronegative due to small atomic sizes and need only 2 electrons to have a noble gas configuration. The electronegativity decreases down the group due to increase in size. Oxygen is 3.5, sulfur 2.44, selenium 2.48, tellurium 2.01, polonium 1.76. The electropositive or metallic character increases down the group. Oxygen and sulfur have non-metallic character. Selenium and tellurium are metalloids, whereas polonium is a metal because of its larger size and less ionization enthalpy. Next property is electron gain enthalpy. The amount of energy released when an electron is added into isolated gaseous state of atom is called ionization enthalpy. The element will gain electron to form a negatively charged ion. So oxygen family have high electron gain enthalpy values due to small size, and the electron gain enthalpy value decreases from sulfur to polonium because of increase in size. However, oxygen has less electron gain enthalpy value than sulfur. This can be shown on the basis of their sizes. Oxygen, because of its small size, the electron cloud spread is in very small region in space. So when the incoming electron approaches, it feels much repulsion. So electron negativity value is, electron gain enthalpy value is less. But in sulfur, as the size is bigger, so there is less crowding, less repulsion. So electron gain enthalpy is more. Next property is catenation, the self-linking property of atoms of an element to form a chain through covalent bond is called catenation. Elements show this property, elements of oxygen family show this property, but to a much smaller extent than carbon. This is because we can compare the bond dissociation enthalpy for carbon and elements of oxygen family. It's greater for carbon-carbon bond, so it's more stable. Amongst the oxygen family, sulfur has a bigger value, bond dissociation enthalpy value, so it shows maximum catenation tendency. Sulfur chains can be present in polysulfides and polysulfuric acids. Polysulfide H, S, S, S n times, then H, and in polysulfuric acid SO3H, then S n times, and then SO3H. Next property is allotropy. Existence of an element in 2 or more than 2 forms is called allotropy. For example, carbon's allotropes are diamond and graphite. Oxygen exists as O2 and O3. Sulfur as rhombic sulfur, alpha and beta monoclinic sulfur, triclinic, plastic, and many more forms. Then selenium, red monoclinic selenium, then gray hexagonal has 8 forms. There are 8 different forms for gray hexagonal. Tellurium is found in crystalline form. Polonium in alpha and beta 2 forms. Next is elemental state. So the oxygen, it has the unique tendency, just like nitrogen, to form p-pi multiple bonds with itself and with other small elements because it's having small size and high electronegativity values. The other small elements with which it can form double bonds are carbon and oxygen. So it is a diatomic gas, but sulfur cannot form p-pi bonds, and it is an octaatomic solid. In case of oxygen, after the formation of double bonds between adjacent molecules, there are weak van der Waals forces which can be broken easily, so the boiling point is low and oxygen exists as a gas. On the other hand, sulfur cannot form p-pi multiple bonds, so it has a puckered ring structure and can form solids structures. Various structures are known. For example, this is a puckered ring structure of S8 ring, and this is S6 form. The most common oxidation state of oxygen family is -2 due to very high electronegativity value, and they need only 2 electrons to acquire nearest noble gas configuration. Other oxidation states shown are +2, +4, +6, but oxygen does not show these oxidation states. Oxygen does not show +4 and +6 oxidation state due to absence of vacant d orbitals. You see, in second shell there are no 2d orbitals, so the electrons, even if they have to jump, do not have any orbital to jump to, so they cannot extend their octets. Whereas from sulfur to polonium, they have vacant d orbitals available for them. For this, here we show the ground state configuration, where the configuration is ns2 and np4. In excited state, one of the electron of p orbital can jump to d orbitals, and as a result it can show +4 oxidation state. And in second excited state, the electron from s can also jump to d, showing 6 half-filled orbitals, and thus show a +6 oxidation state. As we go down the group, the +4 oxidation state becomes stable from sulfur to polonium, whereas the +6 oxidation state becomes unstable due to inert pair effect. Thank you.